how to plant olive fruit from nursery to harvest. Olive fruit trees can grow in winter and summer, although the cold temperature is not dangerous. But ice can affect the growth of olives. Make sure that the season is blooming in the summer, because pollination is the main on the plant through the wind. Wet climates can also affect pollination. The olive tree can be damaged if the soil is too moist and wet. Always make sure that you grow olives in areas with good soil. If planting in pots, make sure that you use soil that can support good irrigation. Olive trees can be planted in the pot and directly in the lands of the garden. Here's how to plant olive fruits starting from breeding to harvest. How? 1. Preparation of land and media planting. Make sure that the soil supports drainage or groundwater quality. Use fertilizer while preparing the soil to grow the olives. The soil should be wider, in order to help the growth of good roots. Add in compost fertilizer can provide the nitrogen needed for plant growth. Olives can grow well in our soil because the temperature and growth requirements range from 7 to 35 degrees Celsius. Almost all of our area is between these temperatures. If the nursery has finished, it can be moved to land that has not too narrow area, clean of grass around the planting, rich soil with nutrient element, unshaded planting location, must get direct sunlight. Planting holes can be made by digging using tools such as hose with hole sizes 50 x 50 x 50 square meters. Prepare also the soil media mixed with compost or manure that has long added rice husks for covering the planting hole later. Planting holes need to be rested for 2 to 3 days and let the sun shine in order that the bad bacteria on the ground die. If the roots of olive seedlings already have an average length of between 3 and 5 centimeters and start a little brownish, we can simply move them to the planting hole on the field that gets full sun. We put the root with the planting media in polybagia, but first polybag plastic in a tier and do not let pericarya broken. The position of the seeds should be perpendicular, not to the side. 2. Planting seeds and how to obtain olive seeds. You can grow olives either directly on the ground or in pots. Prepare the soil, which allows proper drainage to occur. Add also manure. After planting, make sure the plants are in direct sunlight. To get the olive seeds we can memberbatka with micro-cutting method, that is by cutting several segments of young twigs from the parent plant. But if the parent plant is hard to find, friends can find olive seedlings ready to plant at the local seeds kiosk. Selection of quality seeds we need to do, such as choosing healthy seeds and free from pest attacks, trunk sturdy enough not dry, leafy green healthy, and branches are quite leafy. Olive seedlings that have been placed on the planting hole, immediately cover with a mixture of soil media with compost and chaff that we have prepared, cover until blended. In order for a sturdy plant, the planting hole cover is compacted a little. We can step on stampede, but not too dense because it will inhibit the root development of olive plants. 3. Pruning and how to accelerate the emergence of olive fruits. As trees grow very slowly, pruning is not always necessary. Potted plants can grow a little faster. In such cases, you need to do the pruning. Prune unwanted branches to support tree growth. To speed up fertilization can be given a stimulating hormone that will stimulate and accelerate the fertilization of olive plants. Olive growth requires periodic nutrients. Provision of nutrients on a regular basis will make our plants become fast-growing, healthy and good quality. Here are 2 fertilizer compositions that we recommend to perform further fertilization. 4. Fertilization done routinely every 1 month. Because this olive is a long varietic plant, we need to put agar as paeopagia, so that the growth can be perfect and not easily broken. Agar we can make from sliced bamboo slices into sections with a length of 1.5 meters. 5. Pests that often attack olive trees. Olive trees can experience verticillium pests that can cause wilting plants. This can affect the normal growth of the plant. Therefore, it is advisable to use insecticides. Like other plants, olives are also often found problems from disease attacks such as Cercospora leaf spot, peacock spotting, rotting roots, stems or scaly leaves. To fix this we spray fungicide. 6. Types of tree olive seeds. A. French olive tree seedlings with small leaves, box-shaped features, large quick stems and can also for bonsai. B. Israeli olive tree seeds with grayish or silver leaves. C. Peruvian olive tree seedlings with small leaves. D. Seeds of Spanish Main's olive tree. Olive fruit is the best oil producer for food, both in terms of quality and quantity. From the research, the olives produce 15 to 22% oil in the womb. Even he also became a prescription-style treatment of the prophet where the olives can treat up to 70 types of diseases. Is it possible to grow olive oil in Indonesia? The answer is probably because the living temperature of the olive tree is between 7 and 35 degrees Celsius. Almost all regions in Indonesia have temperatures between the temperature range. Seeds of olive seedlings that can grow in Indonesia are from Syria, Gaza, Spain, Morocco, Egypt, France and even from Peru. It shows the climate in Indonesia is very supportive for the growth of blessed olive trees. 7. Olive fruit type. A. Green olive tree. Is the fruit of a green olive tree. This is a kind of unripe fruit and contains less oil. The freshly harvested green olives have a bitter taste, so it must be soaked in alkaline to relieve bitterness, then soaked again with brine solution, then fermented with lactobacillus bacteria. B. Black olive. The more mature olive from the green olive, but still must be soaked with alkaline fluid and aerated for several moments so that the color becomes black. Almost the same as the green olive pagosumia, that is by dissolving it with salt water after item to prevent bitterness. C. Olive kilometer. Olive fruits that have been harvested when properly until properly ripened in the tree, the color purple and not immersed in alkaline liquids, but directly in salt water. After that the fruit is packed in the process of salting is also detessi olive oil, causing a more delicious flavor of green or black olive.